Can y'all hear me?
Hello, 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 hello.
My dumb ass. Stay down there. Get out of my chat. My bad. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. What I was saying was, goddamn, we're gonna do a comparison today. Kennedy likes to talk about saying that my AI music is fake AI music. So being that she's been on my top right now, I figure I'll shut her ass up right quick. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read a couple of her short stories. And then I'm gonna I'm scoot like I'm in church or something. You know how they got that small little thing like you gotta scoot through the aisle, like not the aisle, but where the chairs are. Hey man, you know like you gotta skip to the side, like trying to make sure you don't step on nobody's feet. You just scoot. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna read a couple of Candy's short stories. And then we're gonna see what I wrote even this morning But I didn't know. Well, I thought did, but I wasn't sure. I was like, damn, I wrote damn near 800 songs from the time I first started using the app, Suno app. But I'm gonna be cordial. I'm gonna be courteous. I'm gonna recite Candy's shit first. I can't recite it because I don't know it. Okay, here go one. Hold on, let me get my glasses. Get my glasses. Mm. Can y'all hear me good? Okay. This story is by Candy now. 250 Fiction Short Stories. A woman named Katura, that's crazy because I have a sister in law named that's similar to that. Cunningham. The first thing I said when I seen it, Katura Cunningham is a native of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. She's pumped up and ready and excited for America's 250th birthday, July 4th, 2026. She loves this country so much, especially after serving a 25-year career in the U.S. Army. Is this bitch trying to show her shade? I'm not gonna say that like she's not never allowed to talk about the military, but I'm just wondering. She ain't playing. Wait, go back. She's been so ready to celebrate ever since New Year's Day. She's been celebrating America's birthday all 365 years this year. She ain't playing. She has her whole living room decorated with each president, his picture, and a quick summary of his life. She recites JFK as her favorite president. She cites JFK as her favorite president ever because he was the only one who risked his life to stand against evil. Many people think she's nuts and going overboard with her love for this country. Her family, friends, co-workers, and neighbors feel that she worships this country to the point of idolatry and she needs to calm down. Some people think it's cool that she's hosting the party, but she's dyeing all of the food red, white, and blue. For breakfast, she made blue raspberry pancakes. She put ketchup on her eggs, and she had turkey sausage that looked a grayish white color. Was that a turkey? And she had orange juice for gold color, symbolizing the country's riches, richness, and also the stars. For the cookout at the park, everyone was able to choose hot dogs and hamburgers that were dyed either red, white, or blue. Candy. Why y'all talking about games talking in person and you got a fucking short story about somebody making red, white, and blue goddamn hot dogs? Okay. Mm. There was a ceremony dedicated to each president with special emphasis on JFK, and there was some people gossiping about all the so-called beef between Trump and Obama. Also, during the cookout, there was a raffle where 25 people could win $10 each, with the person winning the grand prize of $250. A man was playing a Davido, Gideon Moses. Gideon, sound like dog soldier. Gideon Moses won the grand prize. He couldn't have been he couldn't have been merrier. He used the funds toward much needed uh, Oh wow, this is some shade. PJs, I was gonna say this again. Let me read this again. Hey, Miss Sugar. Also, during the cookout, there was a raffle where 250 people could win $10 each, with a 26 person winning the grand prize of $250. A man with spina bifida named Gideon Moses won the grand prize. He couldn't have been merrier. He used his funds toward much needed, she had to emphasize that, much needed surgery that he was getting. And the rest of the community stepped in to help pay for everything off for him. This day helped the neighbors in the community to better appreciate the USA. The end. And look, before I get into that, let's do this. This 8 days ago, right? You see my perp twin sister posing. My pic, shit. You see my perp sister. You see my perp twin sister posing and flashing satanic hand signs. Also, the fake Darnell Williams perp using fake profiles about me session to the post of fake obituaries and threats. This was around the time my twin sister's dog Pippa and the biological brother's death blood sacrifice ritual. Please click screenshots this fan. I probably don't have an older community post about this, but I don't remember. Now she got all these screenshots of all these other people fucking with her, right? Now tell me this ain't her fucking with me. Just fucking with me. Tell me I'm trying to unalive her. Not unalive my dog. Just fucking with me. Right? Why you bring this up out, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for the cute picture though. That's a pretty cute picture of me. But still, like, leave me. Everybody like, you can't hear that. She's not bad. Man, she always fucks with people. Oh, I didn't know she did this. The foster boy Cody's obituary, the Boston Gang Stars fake police report. I didn't even know she had all this information. Mr. Cody Man, Michael Graves, January 1991. Damn, it was more on New Year's. Oh man. Oh man. I remember when Cody was this young, or looked around this young. Oh man. Probably won't exactly be. Oh wow, this is him growing up and shit. Oh wow. He graduated. I ain't never seen these pictures before. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I got lost in the moment. Oh man, I remember when he was this little too. My foster mama took him till his face turned blue, black and blue. I had to, you know, try to pull her off of him. What tripped me out is I don't think I ever knew this boy last name. The candy knew enough about him to find his, obituary. Okay, let's get back to it. Damn, I gotta keep looking. Okay, here go one. Money is another one of her short stories. Money over integrity, Timberwood short series edition, volume 52. Wendell Arsenault was minding his own business, just shopping away at his local grocery store. Kiwi Colada, which is known for their farmers market style items. Kiwi Colada is notable for being the farmers market with a roof over his head, meaning indoor and not outdoor. There are several locations in the region. The store sells a lot of local, organic, non GMO produce, meat, and anything not really found in grocery store aisles. The store even sells homemade soup, shampoo, conditioner, body butter, deodorant, perfume, you name it. I want to go to that place. When Wendell was looking at the peaches, he was physically tapped on the shoulder by a veteran cult member. See, Candy, you be going so good with these stuff, and then you got to fuck it up. I was just about to say you got a whole lot better. You always got to fuck it up. Tap on the shoulder by a veteran cult member named Edwin Jones. Now, when she said veteran, I don't think she meant veteran from the military. I think she meant an ex cult member. Edwin has been in Timberwood since they opened the doors on January 15, 1985. Edwin had some small talk with Wendell, but Wendell wanted to shop in peace. He really didn't want to be bothered. He tried to blow Edwin out, but Edwin was persistent to the point of harassment. Wendell almost got loud and ghetto with Edwin, but he didn't want to get kicked out of his favorite store or go to jail for disturbing the peace. So he gave Edwin a blatant hint to go away by putting his headphones on and tuning him out. He continued shopping. Edwin was stalking Wendell around the store, and he even secretly followed him to his truck while Wendell was putting his groceries away. Edwin snuck a Timberwood cult member recruitment brochure in front of these grocery bags while he wasn't looking. He didn't until after he got home and his wife Alexia was putting away the groceries and asked him about it. Alexia asked, "Babe, what is this?" When Wendell replied, "What is what?" She held the brochure and said this. Wendell squinted his eyes a bit with a confused look on his face. He angrily jerked the brochure out of her hand and said, "Give me that." And then he tore the brochure and threw it in the trash. Elijah said, "What's with your attitude?" Wendell said, "Nothing. Just nothing. Don't worry about it." This ain't no short story, y'all. This ain't no short story. Oh, I ain't see all this. Yes, I was born in 93. Hey, my, she can't help herself. Hey, man. Ah, man, I didn't see it. My 4th of July was chill. Right when I was trying to give her some credit, she got to fuck it up every time. Alexia kept pressing the issue. Wendell mistakenly thought that Edwin was just some snake oil salesman trying to sell him a fake scam product. He had no idea that he had dodged a bullet by refusing to join a cult and losing his soul. Before bed, the couple was arguing over that brochure, and neither of them actually knew what they were talking about. Now, mind you, this girl said that I write fake AI music, right? All right. Alexia went looking through the trash and tried to piece together what the brochure was about. She had no idea that it was a cult. She just saw the too good to be true sounding promises of easy money candy. To say that you're not a gang stalker, um, you sure know a lot about what they do, and you try to disguise it in your story, right? Everyone had his name, phone number, and email address near the nearest local Timberwood cult location's physical address written on the back. She lost sleep fantasizing about this opportunity all night long. For revenge, this ain't no short story. For revenge, she called Edmund first thing in the morning. She didn't even do her research or investigate. When Wendell woke up, he was angry and they argued again. Wendell thought that Alexia was cheating on him with another man. She wasn't cheating. She was just desperate for that financial opportunity. She made a verbal agreement over the phone with Edwin in it. It was a done deal. Instead of her going to a regular job, she instantly quit that job to join Timberwood. Yeah, they do. And what I'm trying to figure out, particularly this one, what bracket would this fall under? The children or the adults? It's like she says it's for children, but she says it's for adults. It's coming across, yeah, no formula. But she says I write fake poetry or fake AI music. She unknowingly signed her life and her whole family's life to the cult, eventually losing her life. And losing her whole family in the process. This ain't no short story. Timberwood was on a mission to get Wendell out of the way. Since he knew too much and wouldn't cave in, they tried to destroy him in every way they could. Alexia ended up leaving Wendell for Edwin and moving in with him. Alexia forced all of her and Wendell's kids to join the cult. Even the kids who were of age. Does this fall in the children's bracket or the adults bracket? Mm. Everything happened so fast, and when Dale ended up going into such a deep depression that he couldn't get up out of bed. After a while, he ended up losing his job and became homeless. One day, when Dale called his dad up, Mr. Tim, and told Mr. Tim everything that had transpired, his pride was too big for him to be a grown man, asking his dad to move back in with him. but he asked his dad to move back on. But he had to humble himself and do what he had to do. So who else had to deal with what they had to do? Mr. Tim? No, no, Mr. Wendell. Candy had to do what she had to do. Mr. Wendell had to do what he had to do. Mr. Tim, let him come stay by him. They did much praying and fasting. Oh, hoping that Wendell could get his wife, children, and job back. Everything started to seem hopeless. Alexia and the kids wanted nothing to do with Wendell. One day, Wendell had an emotional breakdown, crying, but he didn't want to give up Mr. Tim. Mr. Tim gave him a pep talk. He was helping Wendell realize that Wendell wasn't the problem. Wendell was a smart one. His dad told him, "Look at it this way, son. At least you have still have your senses, your integrity, and your soul. They lost theirs. They will never be the same again." The end. And she kills me with that. The end. Mm, gun range. Oh, looks like she hasn't written in a while. Yeah, looks like she ain't written in a while. Uh, yeah, it's just and look, um, let's see. I know I have it in this one. Y'all see that? Do you have any family that could protect you from them? Do you have any family? That's how this shit got started in the first place. That's how this got started. Because every time somebody be like, "Well, hey man, you don't have no family?" She be like, "I got 8 brothers and sisters." I'll be like, "Where's your family at?" "Oh well, they are part of the stalking too." Like yesterday, they was like, where's your family? You don't have no family?" She's all like, "Oh, well, they're part of the program too, especially my perp twin sister. She's trying to blood sacrifice me." Now she can add, "Oh, well, she already unalived my brother Wyatt and unalived her dog." That's just crazy, man. But nevertheless, that's because, like I said, I was gonna read story after story, but look like that's all she wrote. So now we're gonna get to me, and I'm not trying to have no judgment, but I'm letting y'all be the judge, whatever. Because I'm like, You keep coming for me. You keep talking shit about me. So let me dust your ass right back. So let me know if y'all can hear this or not. This first song I found a poem like what a year or two ago I wrote, maybe 3 years ago I wrote this song. And I was like, I copied and pasted it to Suno and then just added a little more to it. And it's called Superhero. Mm, Superhero. Mm, oh shit. Mm, Superhero. You say you got my back, but why you back there? Put a cape on me, because I saved what should have been destroyed. Because the Bible says love thy enemies. How you cut me in my stomach, but now you mad because I'm bleeding. The blood of my love for you pumps on my heart. My love for you is heavy, go get the dumbbells. I'm the carrot, you my celery. I wanted nothing more than a veggie stick by your side. Now I'm laying in the dark, rocking and crying, cause all I've ever wanted was love. But that same darkness blinding me from the shit that you're doing to me. Put the drops in my eyes, because all I ever ask is for clarity. I try to breathe through the nonsense, but your fakeness is choking me. Enough of the clown foolery. I guess that we were never meant to be. A superhero, you let me land on the ground. Pleading for help, that's disgusting in itself. Fucked up if I may say so. The fucked up part is you ain't care how I felt when you left. And it's a hard pill to swallow, a hard thing to accept that you never loved me. A haunting secret you kept. I tried to lick the plate, but there was none of us left. Superhero, why'd you go? Superhero, why'd you go? Superhero, why did you leave? Superhero, why did you leave? Now this next song is called "Don't Make Me Cry." It's a one part one and a part two. If you know you're gonna cheat, then why stay? Put tension in my heart, hurting me each and every way. Doesn't make you feel good. Mine is sadistic, don't you think my heart deserves to live? If you love me like you say, why you trying to take me out? You hide my emotions to be your hitman. But girl, I gotta tell you, this shit hurts, man. I've never known a pain like this. Also, I've never known a love like this. Cause love ain't supposed to hurt. My woman is supposed to be my best friend. Oh, I don't peek in your phone cause I don't wanna know. And if I see some shit, baby, you gotta go. Why waste your time on me? Obviously, I can't provide what you need. That makes me sick inside. Because all I ever wanted was to be everything you need. Everything you need in the kitchen. Everything you need in the morning. Everything you need in your heart for damn sure. Everything you need in the bed. Trying to fight so hard for our love, but it's pointless if I gotta do it all by myself. Please don't make me cry. Please don't make me cry.
Baby, don't make me cry.
And the next one is part two.
If you know you're gonna cheat, why stay pulling things in my heart, hurting me each and every way. Does it make you feel good? Might be sadistic, don't you think my heart deserves to live? If you love me like you say, why you tryna take me out? You're hiding my emotions to be a hitman. But girl, I gotta tell you, this shit it hurts me. I've never known a pain like this. Also, I've never known love like this. Cause love ain't supposed to hurt. My woman is supposed to be my best friend. I don't think it's your fault, cause I don't wanna know. And if I see some shit, baby, you gotta go. Why waste your time on me? Obviously, I can't provide what you need. That makes me sick inside. Cause all I ever wanted was to be everything you need. Everything you need in the kitchen, everything you need in the party, everything you need in your heart and damn sure. Everything you need in the bed. I try to fight so hard for our love, but it's pointless. If I gotta do it all by myself, please don't make me cry. Please don't make me cry. I don't wanna cry. I'm begging you, don't make me cry.
This next song is called Imperfections.
Ain't no love in this world no more. Yeah, the heat running up. Most of them don't give a fuck, not even for a buck. I feel like an outcast because I realize I'm not like them. Not saying that I'm better, I'm just different. They make me have to be a demon. So what's the difference? Love is long gone. Everybody's been hurt, so hurting is their defense mechanism. No, nobody's searching for truth. They laugh at you, but they entertain it. Sad, but yet true. I'm just glad I'm not like them fools. I wish the world was better. But I must be content in how it is. The world was made perfect in the midst of its imperfections. I wish the world was better, but I must be content in how it is. The world was made perfect in the midst of its imperfections. My head is so fucked up because people always frowning. Kindness don't cause nothing. People hating for no reason. A lot of people hate themselves and other people. They try to find their reflection, and then they get so pissed when their reflection is non-existent. People are tripping nowadays. This generation is so lazy. Men expect women to man like weak and not strong, and then when women do, they knock them down and tell them to know their place. Women don't cook no more. Niggas don't work no more. The world was better, but I must be content. The world was made perfect, turned the midst of its imperfection. I wish the world was better, but I must be content in how it is. The world was made perfect, turned the midst of imperfections. Why can't we all just get along? Why can't we hug and sing a song? Everybody got a one up somebody that ain't cool. I'ma need me a high of the world. But I must be content in how it is. The world was made perfect, but in the midst of imperfections. I wish the world was better, but I must be content in how it is. The world was made perfect, but in the midst of imperfections. Oh, oh, ain't no love in this world, no, no. Scarce heathens running amok. Most of them don't give a fuck, not even for a buck. I feel like an outcast. Cause I realize I'm not like them. I'm not saying that I'm better, I'm just different. They
They
make
just
me
trying
out
to
to be a
fucking
demon. So what's the difference? Oh, love is long gone. Everybody's been hurt, so hurting is that defense
thank
mechanism.
you,
No,
Daniel.
nobody's searching for truth. They laugh at you for the entertainment. Sad, but they're true. I'm just glad I'm not like them fools. I wish the world was better, but I must be content in how it is. The world was made perfect in the midst of its imperfections. I wish the world was better, but I must be content in how it is. The world was made perfect in the midst of its imperfections. My head is so fucked up because people always frowning. Kindness don't cost nothing. People hating for no reason. A lot of people hate themselves and other people. They try to find their reflection and then they get so pissed when their reflection is non-existent. People are tricked nowadays. This generation is so lazy. Men expect women to man up. You cannot stroll. Then when women do, they knock them down and tell them to know their place. Women don't hurt no more. They just don't hurt no more. Wish the world was better, but I must be content in how it is. The world was made perfect in the midst of this imperfect. Wish the world was better, but I must be content in how it is. The world was made perfect in the midst of this imperfect. Why can't we all just get along? Why can't we hug and sing a song? Everybody got a one up somebody. That ain't cool, I'ma need me a hot toddy. But he content in how it is. The world was made perfect in the midst of this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish the world was better. But he content in how it is. The world was made perfect in the midst of this. Imperfections.
This next song is called Lay Under Me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, oh. Ooh. I'm watching you sleep so peacefully. 'Cause protecting you is my duty. But I'm enamored by your beauty. Yeah, yeah. Crave all the things you do to me. Slide under my body, from my heart. be racing for you. I hope to make it to the finish line. It is you I wanna wind down. It is you I wanna be mine. I guess you guys must have been blind, but that's okay, cause now you're all mine. I wanna make you so happy. I wanna do that by being silly. I love to make you laugh, girl. Nobody has a smile like yours, girl. Come keep me company, come lay up under me. You can lay on my chest, yeah, you can rest. Come lay up under me so I can relieve your stress. Girl, your hugs, they are the best. And with you, I am blessed. Ha, ha, I am the one giving you everything you need. But girl, I wanna be everything you want. I hope that's alright. Even for one night, baby, let's not fight. I'm here to get the best of loving all night. Day stress is killing me, but your smile it brings light to me. You're my morning coffee, or better yet, a healthy smoothie. When you come through that door, I'll be at your feet. 'Cause I worship the ground you walk on. How about some sandals you can slide on, slide on? I got something you can slide on too. Maybe even ride on. Girl, you are a diamond, but you got my diamond heart. Loving me is not hard, so let's not go to war. It's you and me against the world. That's why I call you my girl.
This next one's called Uber for the Night.
Uh, what up, dog? None chillin'. About to hit this new spot. With a lady shaking nothing but that ass. Boy, I'm about to have a blast. I gotta hit the streets first and pick up that cash. I'm dropping dollars like bombs. Explosion in my bank account. I'm dropping in my legs. Cute fine ass lady to my right. She went to hide and proceeded to turn at the red light. Her smile was so bright. If she was my girl, I would have to fight. But since she ain't, I'm gonna watch them ladies do what they do on that pole. Acrobatics and whatnot, sipping on that brown liquor. Yeah. This one rap bone. I wanna lick her till I stick her. Cause I'm that kind of nigga. My pocket's getting richer, richer, richer. Coming home with me. I'm a Uber for the night.
Alright, this next one's called Soulmate. This is my shit right here.
You are my soulmate. The way we intertwine, it ain't up for debate. I'm on cloud nine. You are my divine. I'm glad that you're mine. You send chills on my spine. My love is my own. Please don't decline, decline. Mm-hmm. Every massage and I touch your soul. Keeping you is my goal. Looking at you like, whoa, why you screaming? Oh, oh, oh. I can't deny, girl, you're so fire. It is you I admire, and I ain't to inspire you. I'm more than you know what I mean? You are my soulmate. I wanna love you now before it's too late. You are my soulmate, 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 my soulmate. I wanna love you now before it's too late. You are my soulmate, 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 soulmate. You are more than materialistic to me. You are more than lust in my eyes. Even though I love to taste them thighs, girl, it ain't no surprise. Fire running through my veins, and you're the finish line. Explosives in my heart, you ignite me. I love you, I love us. You are my soulmate. I wanna love you now before it's too late. My soulmate, soulmate. I wanna love you now before it's too late. My soulmate, soulmate, soulmate,
I used to be a drummer too. This next song is called My Favorite Celebrity. Thank you.
You're like my favorite celebrity, a dream come true. Your presence is surreal. I'm a ride to see you wet. Can't wait to get you wet. Ooh, girl, we gonna sweat. What? The finest thing I've ever met. Ooh, put your hand on my heart. It's drumming to the beat of your essence. You're truly a gift, cause it's here in your presence. You got me in a choke. Hold on to the bit rope. Cause you keep me on my toes. Every time that I look in your pretty eyes, you know how I feel about to die. Girl, be my ice cream. Girl, you have my permission to melt all over me. I'm about to let my back your legs shake like a comb. Your eyes rolling to the back of your head. Your legs rolling to the back of your head. Cause the legs you gon' spread. After that, I'ma put you to bed. I'll insert my third leg. And have you up against the wall on your last leg. I'm no stopping in that thing. Here's my wallet, girl, take everything. I need doing out in the thing. Sexy little thing. You're like my favorite celebrity. You can write your autograph with your tongue. You're like my favorite celebrity. Girl, tonight I am your groupie. You're like my favorite celebrity. You can write your autograph with your tongue. You're like my favorite celebrity. Girl, tonight I am your groupie. You're like my favorite celebrity. You can write your autograph with your tongue. You're like my favorite celebrity. Girl, tonight I am your groupie. You're like my favorite celebrity. You can touch your autograph with your tongue. You're like my favorite celebrity. Girl, tonight I am your groupie.
And this next song is called, I think this is the one I wrote way when I was out here the first time. Yeah. So this about what um 2011, maybe even 2010. So about what 26 years later? Six, no, 16 years later. Whatever. But the first verse I wrote it and then I added some more as I added it to Suno.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at you sitting there, looking all pretty. I like the way you curve, cause I'm about to get the kitty. You a sexy red bone, looking good up in that thong. The way you kiss me make me wanna write a song. I wanna wet you up so I can wipe you down. I want you to be my queen so that you can wet it. I wanna spoil you with some filet mignon, make it down cherry on, cause you got it going on a bubble bath for you. After that, I'm tasting you. Got a car, my crew, that I'm kicking you with you. Girl, do you like that? Cause I really need that. Say hello to my hot hat. Gotta get the oil, be right back. Girl, you a hell of a snack. Can I taste you from the back? Yes, I am nasty. You give me that, all that ass. I'm finna smack the shit you on the cloud. Like I want in the war. I'ma tap, tap, tap that thing, girl. Let me into your world. I'm glad to call you my girl. Got that ass bouncing like a cherry curl. Gotta wash the sheets in the morning. Cause last night I dipped in your ocean. You rode me like a stallion. Where you sit on my tongue like a medallion. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is where the song is. No, we cannot be friends. This money I'm gone spend. I'm thankful that you let me in.
This next one's called All Yours.
Yeah.
I like putting horns to the song.
I am waiting
I guess it's fun.
for you to come lay with me. Honey, take off your shoes. Let me rub your feet. I just enjoy your company. Need you to come and free me. Need you to come release me. Girl, can you feel me? We can lay in each other's arms. Stay in each other's arms. I'm vulnerable tonight, but with you it feels alright. Affection feels such an unbreakable bond. But girl, you ain't know I am ready to go. Let's sip on wine. While you are so fine, fine. Wonder why I'm busy. Got my head in the tizzy. I wanna taste them Tigo bites. I wanna be on your booties. I'm just joking, but I really love you. When I taste them soft lips, my mind slips and falls deeper than love. I'm so in love. You marked your footprint inside of my heart. Let me engrave my name in cursive. All over your body. You will be my hot body. We gon' be acting so naughty. So take off that bra from me. Shake 'em like Mardi Gras. This for me. I'm putting the plastic, baby, inside of your king cake. The oven is warm and I'm about to bake for a taste of your sugar on my tongue. Girl, you are my dopamine. You would think I'm on drugs, girl. You are my queen. You are oxygen to my emotions. You are the healing potion. You kiss me with so much passion, girl. I think you could be the one. The one I wake up to every day. The one I could love in every way. Let's walk barefoot in the grass and heal together. You are my energy. I'm yours tonight. I am all yours.
This next song's called Keep That Same Energy.
Whatever you say about me, I need you to keep that same energy. Whatever you do behind my back, do it with a remix, no slack. No slack. What others think about me is none of my business. What others think about me, nothing I can do to change it. Think what the fuck you want about me? Duck ass motherfuckers. Motherfuckers. They talk, they grass, ain't even close. Who's in their closet? Drippers of the boogeyman in their closet. Running some confusion, running some lies, running some manipulation. I'm left with spinning cries. Whatever is in their closet ain't none of my business. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Y'all wildin' out, acting like a bunch of donkeys. But clearing my name. Whatever you say, keep that same energy. No refund. Keep that same energy. Major stuff is hard
I used to write in the gospel song.
keep that energy. Keep that energy. Nothing to use it to drain me. You got me all the way fucked up. I ain't worried, I'm in my bed getting sucked up. I ain't clearing no mess up. I ain't the one who made the mess. Whatever lies been poured in your cup didn't come from me. Y'all drank the poison. Y'all need to detox from me. I'm glad that I'm the topic of discussion now. The talk of the town. What you say, I'm laying it down. Pound for pound, that's why I frown. I'm elevating, I am deaf to the sound. Airplane mode, so many feet above the clouds. I'm on down, I'm on fire. Happiness is all mine. I heard it. I swear y'all gon' pay for it. No refund given. Zero given. You might have got it through Thanksgiving.
This next one's called Them Hips. I ain't never edited it to a CD yet, but it's coming. I wrote this sometime last year. Let me see. Hmm. September 17th, 2025. Yeah, your song talking about that. Do you feel that way? It's gonna be an great. It's so much happy.
There's no why don't you people? You could be my girl, all I want to throw my place with me. It's going out the place. See, I need that such a time to be. I to be the one. I'ma take it a while. Then it's just that I feel sweet, and I hope that you are ready. Oh, so can I be some that also be then it's to be just be just tell the world I'm yeah, this
His next one is Danielle's favorite. It's called Intuition.
woman's intuition don't let intuition don't feel it in my bones. Cheating on me. I hope you're happy. You broke my heart. What a goddamn shame. You broke my spirit. I wish I never knew your name. I didn't turn onto your pretty little game. When you touch me, it no longer feels the same. I'm not in my right mind frame. You're the one to blame. A woman's intuition, darling. Oh, I can feel when the connection is broken. A woman's intuition, darling. Her heart breaks the moment. Motherfuckers make a move. I gave you chance after chance. You didn't want me. I gave you my all. And then you played me. You embarrassed me. You abused me. You neglected me. You never loved me. I guess I need a horn. Cause I'm looking like a clown. That's what you wanted. You love to see me cry. You use me for supply. I was there when you were down. Remember this one? Call the bitches short on this. All woman's intuition, don't feel the connection is broken. Woman's intuition, her heart breaks the moment. Motherfuckers make a move. You got to play me, but you only play yourself. You say it's fun. Your lies lead me on, yeah. You're acting funny, cause you're a fucking dope. Always need money, cause you're always broke. Feel the connection is broken. One's into her heart breaks the moment. Motherfuckers make a moment. When the connection is broken. Motherfuckers make 'em.
And here's part two.
Mm, mm, yeah. Intuition, don't feel it in my bones. You're cheating on me. I hope you're happy. You broke my heart. What a goddamn shame. You broke my spirit. I wish I never knew your name. I done caught to your petty little game. When you touch me, it no longer feels the same. I'm out of my right mind. And you're the one to blame. A woman's intuition don't lie. A woman can feel when the connection is broken. A woman's intuition don't lie. Oh, her heart breaks the moment motherfuckers make a move. I gave you chance after chance. You didn't want me. I gave you my all, and then you played me. You embarrassed me. You abused me. You neglected me. You never loved me. I guess I need a home. Cause I'm looking like a clown. That's what you wanted. You love to see me frown. You used me for supply. I was there when you were down. Remember this one thing, karma's a bitch and some scars on me. Oh, make you feel when the connection is broken. Oh, woman is a darling. Heart breaks the moment, motherfuckers make a move. You thought you claimed me, but you only trade yourself. You say it's gone, your life make me on. You're acting funny, cause you're a fucking joke. Always need money, cause you're always broke. Oh, my connection is broken. The moment you do this and down. Oh, when you feel the connection is broken. 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 A woman is always down. Her heart breaks the moment motherfuckers make a move. A woman's intuition don't lie, lie, lie. A woman can feel when the connection is broken. Lie, lie. Oh, a woman's intuition don't lie, lie. Ha, ha, ha. Heart breaks the moment motherfuckers make a move.
Now let's get back to Candy. Now, shit. Candy is a piece of work, straight up and down. Now, y'all seen the other day, I was on the phone with my foster sister. Like I said, that's going to hit a little bit more because she grew up with us. She lived with us. So, I mean, if you're not trying to hear from me, that's another horse's mouth to listen to. So there's that. I don't know why Candy is nice the way she is, but to be honest with you, a lot of that shit, she's always been like that. Always been like that. So yeah, Candy needs to stop goddamn telling people that I'm trying to unalive her. Because like I said, if that's what I was trying to do, I'd have been did it already. Let's believe that she wouldn't have been able to even come home here to talk about that. She think I might do it. Forgot I'm in the military, so if I was gonna do something, you think I would tell her? No, I'll just get it fucking done. Like they say, you never know what your left hand, take your right hand never supposed to let them know, left hand know what they're doing. So being there, I learned that in the military. You think I'm gonna tell her, hey, I'm gonna? No, I'm gonna just do it, and that's just crazy to me. She just always trying to put me down. Like she's always done this since we were little. Oh, you're dumb. Oh, you're stupid. You're not gonna graduate. You're retarded. That's why you gay. Da, da, da. I always had to deal with that with her. And we come on here, and she, pretty much. That's the part that kills me. A lot of these folks, when I came on the scene, they know that I wasn't on the scene for a long time. They knew that I wasn't on the scene. And then I come in on the scene, all of a sudden I'm bullying her. How can I bully her if I'm the one watching? Well, I'm not even commenting because she already had me blocked. It was crazy. Was already blocked by the time I tried to, comment in the comments. And like I said, I sat back for a hot little minute, couple of minutes. I sat back in the cut, just, cussing and screaming at, you know, punching the walls. I mean, punching the air. No, one time I did punch the walls. I mean, that one time I tried to delete myself. You know what she told all these folks? That I was, pretended to attempt to delete myself because of manipulation. That I was trying to manipulate how people feel. And I'm like, dude, you weren't here when China had to bust through the bathroom door to take the slit out of my hand. You weren't there. It's just y'all should see from the very beginning. Maybe it might take a whole year for all the shit to render back on this page, but I still ain't got all the videos on this page back yet. But y'all should see how it first went down. She first started fucking with me, man. It was it was a trip because I I'm multitasking, but it just she put me through a lot, and as you can tell, I ain't the only one that she put anything through. Now I got pissed right all over again. I got pissed because um Candy wrote in her Amazon book.
Megan, all right, did you watch the game last night? Mexico, England.
One of her first Amazon books. Candy wrote that she was assaulted and that nobody believed she was assaulted numerous times and nobody believed her. So of course I was mad, I was pissed. And I'm like, she's telling my story and getting paid off of it. I don't give a damn if it was a penny. She was capitalizing off of me and my experience and trying to take it for her own. Now, that takes me to um that takes me to the present day when there was a homeless woman approached her and said that she had just been assaulted a couple of hours before then or that night or whatever. She went and ran up to Candy for some rescue, and Candy told the lady, leave her alone, get the up away from her, and they planted her and just called the woman all types of names and shunned her away. But you better not do that if she feel like she's been assaulted. When she feels like she's being assaulted, you better, get the ambulance, the police, the fire department, goddamn Navy SEALs, goddamn FBI. When somebody else approaches her saying that they went through that and they need help, she assumed that they lying. It's like she's the only one ever in this world ever been done wrong. And everybody else been done right. And anybody, it's fucked up, man. Between that, letting the kid drown, and because if she knew she was gonna pull up with us to the Airbnb, she had bags on her. All she had to do was put the cat in the motherfucking bag. Uber driver be like, "Is there a cat in here?" She gotta be like, "No, I'm looking at something on my phone." What up? That's all shit. She knew she was coming our way. We had a cat in our Airbnb. Shit. One of us might have took the cat home. You know. And then when she told that um one man, he was an elderly man trying to fix his bike, sitting on the bench. She kept fucking him, kept fucking him. He looked back, he said, I don't need your shit today. My mama just died this morning. And she like, so what? You probably unalived your damn self. He was just in disbelief. And there is a such thing as people being retarded and evil at the same time. Let me give you an example. I was pregnant with my son Ivan. I was living up there in Shreveport, and Dwayne had just did some shiesty shit to me. And I was telling my foster mama what happened to me, and she said, "Well, Brandon, you didn't know Dwayne was retarded?" I was like, "No." She's like, "And his mom retarded too." I was like, I started crying. She like, "What you crying for?" I said, "I can't believe I got fucked over by a retarded person." I can't believe it. I got fucked over by a retarded person. Now back to my stinking ass foster mama, right? I don't know if I should voice this on this channel or the other channel. Cause some shit had clicked to me last night. Some shit had clicked. Matter of fact, I could actually go live on both pages. Why not? YOLO. There we go. Because I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. I tried to keep it inside. I tried, but it clicked the other day. Fucked my head up too. Um, my foster mom. No, fuck these apps. I know the apps are watching. Fuck y'all. Y'all gonna watch anyway, so nothing to do about that. But I know I went back and forth with don't say nothing because the ops are watching. Say something because you gotta get it off your chest before you click between one of the two. These people are sick. Like I said, it goes to show how fucked up they are. Me or Candy sitting up in here describing something that was very painful or traumatic. They sitting there constantly raping the laugh button. Like that, that's on you, man. You too coward to even show your face. So there's that. Now, well, I'm gonna say I never do give a trigger warning, do I? But my foster mom, right? My foster mom. I just realized. Well, it came across my mind at one time before, but now it's just I guess resurfaced in my mind. Now y'all heard me talk about how my foster, well, heard me and my foster sister talking about, hey Sam, I'm hanging in there. I don't know who all been here who heard the conversation between me and my foster sister, but um, I have to get this off my chest, right? My foster mama, when I was talking to my foster sister, it dawned on me how my foster mama used to say that I was putting myself through those incidents or situations that happened. But then it crossed my mind how many times she has put me in those positions. Well, if anybody should have got in trouble, it should have been my foster cousin James. Hello. Because James was the oldest out of all of us. And he took and left to go smash, you know, or spend time with his girlfriend or whatever. And left us, all us girls, with my foster mamas, sisters, foster sons, so like foster cousin. He could have hurt any one of us. And unfortunately, he chose to hurt me, right? So I before that, I'm trying to do this in chronological order. When I was a child in elementary school, even the seventh grade, I kept begging and pleading and begging and pleading for my foster mama to take me out of these classes where I was the only girl. Candy didn't have that experience. Candy went to, I don't know what her classes looked like or anything like that, but let's just say none of that shit never happened to her. You know what I'm saying? And so the more I kept begging my foster mom to take me out those classes, she kept me in there for years and years and years. Then when something happened, she wanna go upside my head with them rings on her fingers. I don't think that's I don't think anybody could like officially heal from that. And like I said, I did, but then Candy kept bringing it up and it kept resurfacing. Not only that, I'm not gonna lie, just about every time I talk to my foster sister, with those conversations are just like that. Hello, and every time I might talk to her, when Wyatt was alive, a lot of our conversations used to be about that. To this day, my brother Mark left before any of us, and even to this day, he talk about the shit that she's putting him through. So yes, like I was the only girl in the classroom. Like I said, I was getting beat up, assaulted, and all that shit. And my foster mama left me in them classes for years. Now back to Matthew. Now I was 14. No, we're gonna go back because I'm trying to tell you in chronological order. Now this dude, his name was Eurus. Big ass dude, like 5'11", maybe 230 pounds. He was a big ass nigga. And basically, and my foster mom, I can't remember exactly how old I was. Maybe still in elementary. And he used to come knock on the door and ask my foster mama, can I come outside? Now, what the fuck you think he was asking me to come outside for, right? So I would tell my foster mama, please tell him I'm not here. Where did I get that from? When after my foster dad died and bill collectors would call and she wanted to keep the shit in his name, she would tell me just to tell him he's not here. If somebody called her, she didn't want to talk to him. She just told me to tell him she's not here. When I asked her for the same, she couldn't give me no reciprocity. So that boy kept coming over. Never. He wanted me to go outside. I kept telling my foster mom, please tell him I'm not here. Tell him I'm asleep. Please tell him something. She would come call me to come down there any fucking way. Like I said, this pisses me off to this day. I can't let that go like I thought I could. My foster mama said, I put myself in these situations. I wanted to be in these situations. That is what she told the police and shit. But now back to for junior high. No, I'm 14. Yeah. And that boy was 17. I was 14. He was going to be 18. We all know that situation. You know, I told it many a times. I was 14 around Thanksgiving. Me and my foster sister talked about it the other night. Now, that's one part I may have mentioned in the past, or may have. I don't know. But I'm saying it here today. After this boy went to jail for doing what he did to me, he got out, and my foster mama let him come over again. The nigga was 18 by now, and it was Mardi Gras. My foster mama had told everybody to separate and go pick up cans for Candy, because Candy was collecting cans to make money and, picking up off the streets after everybody got done. Why did my foster mama pair me up with that boy after she, like Joni said, she bust me in the face with a bottle of dishwasher liquid? She went up on me saying it was her fault. My fault that she couldn't talk to her mama last, but had her last breath when she wasn't there. Why she gonna go pair me with the boy? Me and the boy, we walking. And mind you, I'm a child, so I gotta do what she say do, right? Mind you, I'm a child. We walking by a cemetery. And the dude told me that he wanted to get me again in the cemetery. Do you know what that did to me? And let's go back to Kirk and Brandon. I was like 5 on up when they was doing what they did. My brother Wyatt got taken away, Mark ran away. So it's just us girl, me, Candy, Joni. And they did what they did. Even after we got taken away, Wyatt got taken away and then left and went to Milwaukee, I guess after that. Even after we got taken away, I believe twice. And I believe twice we got taken away from my foster mama. In regards to that picture, after we came back, mind you, I'm like 5 or 6. We were 7 when we got taken away the first 2 times. Now, it's crazy because we was gonna get taken away. We might as well should have stayed with our biological mama. then have went to her and got taken away twice, right? So then um the boys, they was like Kirk was 12, Brandon was 10 when the shit started. So imagine I'm like 5 or 6 when it started. Imagine by this time I'm 9, and they still doing what they do, to me. And I just tripped out how my foster mom told the police and shit like that. Oh, she wanted it. How would a child ever? She sounds no better than a assaulter herself. She sounds like the motherfucker that'll be like, oh, but she shouldn't have been wearing that tight skirt. Now I'm having memories of like certain smell of cologne or a certain way they twisted my arm. You know what I'm saying? Feeling the same sensation type shit. And it's fucked up. But like they said, when somebody do some shit like that to you, it will fuck you up for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, it will fuck you up. And like I said, she still had the boys kept coming over to the house, and she just like when that shit happened to me in the military. You should really cut out the sourpuss act and just go out with me, Sarah. Even if I don't go, even if you don't go out with me, I will find someone like you to go out with. So you might as well take one for the team already. But yeah, I said, trust me. I think my next therapy appointment, I'm gonna bring this up too, because obviously I ain't healed from it. Because the thing that makes me so mad, hey, Samara, Samara, how'd you find me on here, girl? Um, yeah, it's just crazy how. So it kind of made me wonder. But I think the trafficking thing, what you get paid for that or you don't, I don't remember. But oh, really? Now let me get this straight. I went to West Jeff with you, right? Because if so, I got questions. Yes. Can you, if you don't mind, kindly tell us how was Candy what in '02? You kindly like to tell these folks how Candy was growing up and how your experience of growing up with her in high school different, very different. I graduated in '01 though. Yeah, like a lot of things that happened to me when I was a child, Candy cannot testify to what happening to her at all. I wish I could say I can't relate to that. We're here now. Sweet but different. We went to Delgado for a second, and then I remember her. You went over. Y'all went to Delgado? Katie don't never talk about going to Delgado. Delgado is. Oh, I think I do remember her mentioning about going to Delgado, and that's good. You had a good experience with her. Very good. You were more friendly or more outspoken. Yeah, that's good that you had a good experience. Like I said, we want to hear both sides. Because everybody gonna have a good experience with somebody. Everybody gonna have a bad experience. It's not gonna always be the same cookie in a jar. It's gonna always be like the oatmeal cookies over here, goddamn chocolate chip cookies over here, the oatmeal cookies with the raisins over here. Like it's gonna be a different thing in a batch of a person. Like I said, that's good that you had a good experience with her. I know there was another situation too, but yeah, basically what I'm saying is I feel frustrated that my foster mama, even when I was in the military, she told, like, even when I was 17 and this dude did what he did to me, and Candy ran her big mouth after I pleaded her not to tell, and I got in big trouble. I got in trouble. What somebody did to me, right? And so I begged Candy not to tell. Police came. My foster mama told them she wanted to get assaulted. She liked that shit. She put herself in that predicament. I've been told that since I was like 5 or 6 years old. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit be having me want to turn over fucking tables. Real life be having me about to turn over tables. Because how in the fuck can a child that don't even know what sex is want to be put in a situation? Just how? I had an ugly upbringing. Samara, when you was you there when Candy went around telling everybody in school saying I had AIDS? You don't remember that? Yep. There we go. There we go, folks. Hello. See, she remembers Candy went around school telling folks I had AIDS. I'm like, how can I have AIDS and I'm not sexually active? I ain't gonna lie, Samara. One time me and Candy was in the kitchen. I knocked her ass out. What age were you taking from your biological mama? 5.5 months. Oh, and I hate to be unloading. I hate to be unloading all this on y'all, but sometimes I don't know how to be quiet. I don't know how. I just don't get how a 5 year old, 6 year old, 7 year old will deliberately put themselves in a situation or deliberately wanting to be hurt. Hell yeah. She was, first of all, she was jealous because she got teased in school for being high yellow, light skin, because they didn't know what bracket to put her in. She was considered black, but she looked white. The whites didn't accept her because she was supposed to be, considered black. The blacks didn't accept her because she had the prettier hair, the prettier skin, prettiest smile, whatever like that. So she didn't fit in nowhere. So something happened where she got bullied in school and she had to walk around with a peanut butter in her hand, talking about some singing a peanut butter song and some shit. And like I said, I'm sorry. I hate to be dumping this on y'all, but I'm always feeling like I have to break shit down or explain shit, and it traces back to my childhood. You know, and which one? 'Cause there's a lot of prime incidents. Oh, remember she cut off all? I thought it was me. No, it was Candy that cut her hair off first. She said she didn't want my foster brother in her hair no more because he was beating on us, right? So she went to school looking like Fire Marshal Bill. Yeah, no, I think that was a haircut. That was a haircut. Candy was looking like Farmer. Hey, Tierra. Long time no see. Yeah, like Candy shaved her head. She looked like Fire Marshal Bill. My foster brother wound up having to cut her hair anyway. And me, I after the perm. Oh, okay. And so then I cut my hair. and I was looking like goddamn Gumby or whatever. And but you have to talk to them in the comments. Maybe somebody in the comments are single and want to do some reggaeton, I guess. But yeah, when I cut my hair off, I got in more trouble than Candy did. Candy always used to do shit. Then when I do something to follow her, I get in bigger trouble than she did. Candy always led the way with a lot of shit. And I didn't realize how bossy and controlling she was until we got older. Then I realized she was fucking bossy, man. Extremely bossy. And she wasn't so friendly. And like I said, people be one way out in the streets, a whole another way at home. And Candy was not nice at all. Maybe because you looked the part. Probably. You know how many girls in junior high and high school used to be like, oh, if you was a boy, I would tell your ass up. Back then, I was like, oh, we're not supposed to do that. But now, me being a girl, I would be like, or me being grown, I'm like, yeah, come on, come on. Yeah, tear this up. Tear this up. All them girls, a lot of girls. I remember we was walking in Oakwood Mall, and this girl, she was staring at me and walked into a fucking wall. How many relationships have Candy been in that you know of? Mm, maybe 4 or 5. Do you? You don't want to have it as a profile picture. Maybe you. You must like that shit. That ain't even on my mind right now. Maybe you like that shit. So yeah, that really got me. I'm really pressed. You know when you have a conversation with somebody and catch up on old times type shit, some old wounds open up and they'll fuck your head up. Um, I kind of don't even remember how. Maybe it was something Candy said that made me. Hey, Samara, you remember Lejeune? Maybe you don't. I think because she graduated at what 99. I had a car accident the other day. The driver was a dwarf. He got out the car and said, "I'm not happy." I said, "Which one you are?" Um, you probably don't know her because if you say you graduated in '02, she graduated in like '99, so you probably don't know her. What is his name again? I see his face vividly because when we were younger, he had that salt and pepper hair. I think it started with a T or a S. Your brother, a, a T. I remember his face. Taz, yeah, 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 Taz. Yeah, I remember him. He ain't never gave me no problems. So she has had experience of a normal life. Thanks. It was pretty dysfunctional. Oh my God, maybe it's 5 or 6 boyfriends. The last boyfriend I remember her have was this dude. He was a Freemason. His name was Giovanni. Oh, hey, Danielle. Danielle, you a smooth dipped out. I played your song and everything. I said, here goes Danielle's favorite song. And I played it. I kind of figured you was going to. The Lord told me that you might have dipped out. Yeah, I'm just sitting here um, adding an extension to the conversation between me and my foster sister the other night. How, you know, how we was, in those situations to be touched or assaulted. And how all these years I was at the dentist and they called me back. Oh, really? I kind of want to go to the dentist because my bottom teeth are jacked up. I tell y'all, America tell y'all, I had some beautiful white teeth, straight white teeth as a kid, beautiful white teeth. But as I got older, I got them little wisdom teeth pulled somewhere between that and me sleeping with a breathing machine that fucked up my teeth. I think, or maybe I got hit in the mouth. I don't know. I just looked up one day, just got a cleaning. Yeah, I need to straighten my bottom teeth, and I think I can call on my own to get that done. Which reminded me I need to call about the mammogram because I have nodules on both of my chest, and they try to monitor it every year to make sure it don't turn into cancer. Just like the other day, they had me to do a whole body scan to make sure I didn't have any type of bone disease. See, Candy don't know that I be going through all of that medically. That's why I've been telling Candy for years. I cannot go back and forth with you day in and day out. I gotta take care of my health. I'm like you got the best of the genes out of me, because I know because Candy had my genes exactly. Oh my, shit I was gonna do. The way how she don't like to go, she'd have been dead. I nearly died like twice on strength of health issues. I nearly died twice. Like I said, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have never made it, not this long. So obviously she's well, her legs don't look healthy, but still, I mean, maybe her word. You have your mind. Yeah, I have my sanity per se, because I don't be wanting to bleed on the other people, like stressing people out, putting them through. Right? She don't. Oh, have you seen how she is lately? But yeah, Danielle, that pisses me off. My foster mom like, oh, she put herself. You're not like her. Never have been. Yes. She's a trip now. She's a trip. You oh, okay. But yeah, Danielle, my foster mama, used to tell the police and tell the doc. Foster mama said about what? Me being touched. She told the police that I put myself in that position, or I wanted to be in that position. And I just sat here. Remember me and Joni was talking the other day, and so I started having some flashbacks of her telling me that I put myself in those situations, or that I wanted to be in those situations. And it kind of pissed me off that she said that a lot of times. And I started thinking about them times where she left me or put me in those situations. I don't know exactly what trafficking means. I don't know if it's a thing where you make money or don't make money or not. But if it's a thing of wait, she said what? It was breaking up. She said that I put myself in a predicament to get great, or that I wanted to get great. And I'm like, what 5 or 6 year old want to go through that? 5 year old, 6 year old don't even know what that is. You know, like I said, when I was 14, this is the added detail, Danielle. I think I did mention it the other night on that video too with my sister, Joni, where foster mama parents, the boy Matthew, he came back. I was like 14. No, maybe 15. He was like 18 by then. He came back. He had lost all type of weight. He was in jail, and so he got out. It was Mardi Gras. The foster mama had us picking up cans and shit. So foster mama paired everybody to go pick up cans and trash and all like that after the parade was over. My foster mama paired me with Matthew to go pick up trash in what area to pick it up at. So me and him walking by the graveyard, he told me he wanted to do me again, but this time in the graveyard. And I'm sitting there like, this bitch got the nerve to say that I put myself in these situations to be harmed. That's past money hungry. Now you know where Candy get her wage from. Yeah, she put me through a lot of situations. Put me in those situations, man. And like I said, even when I was a little girl, I used to beg her to take me out of those classes where I was the only girl. But then had the nerve to put pause on me when something in the classroom would happen. And I kept begging her to take me out of those classes. She would not. Kept saying there was no other school or class for me. So yeah, Candy can't never say she went through no shit like that. Like me and Joni. Like I said, just imagine being 14 years old and being assaulted around the same around a couple of days before Thanksgiving. But Thanksgiving, your foster grandma, or let's just say your biological grandma passes away. And when foster mama finds out that someone assaulted you, she pick up a big ass bottle of dishwashing liquid and go across your face with it. So you carry this guilt for years that you robbed your foster mama of being able to be there when her biological mama took her last breath. You blame yourself for years. And then for Candy to get her nasty ass up here and tell y'all folks that I lied about that shit happening. I carried that for years. The last night my mama could talk, I couldn't be there because you wanted to get quick. The last night my mama could talk, I couldn't be there with her because you decided to get great. And for years I carried that burden on my heart. Like it's my fault that she couldn't be there when my mama took her last breath. But to be fair, I kept begging Candy, do not tell. Please don't tell. Candy wasn't told anyway. Now I didn't know she went told my foster aunt first. But I begged Candy don't tell because I already knew it was that gonna go down. And then you're talking about in the midst of her mother, gonna pass away any moment. Of course I was gonna get some hands or some objects. Already before then, like our 13th birthday, I wanted to see my best friend. I hadn't seen her years. I'm like, oh shit, I found out she still around the corner. So I'm like, I want to give myself a birthday present by going to see my best friend that I knew when I was 6 years old. One of my first best friends. I went knocked on her door. You know, Candy come by. She seen me. Now Candy should have got in trouble for coming where I was at to see me there to be able to go run and tell my foster mom. I got in trouble, but she didn't. But how Candy come find me over there? She obviously was over there too. My foster mama, she had a switch off a tree. She beat me from the time I was outside till I ran upstairs. And so Candy, we was in Candy room some kind of way. And Candy had these like brass poles on her bed. And my foster mama unscrewed one of the brass poles and just going upside the head, chest, stomach, back. you name it, beat the piss out of me. Let's just say the day after my 13th birthday was my first time ever attempting to delete myself. There's say it's mixed stories. It's mixed stories. Um, my foster mama say that my biological mom was on drugs and couldn't take care of us. And then she turned around as we got older and said she just flat out didn't want us and said that, you know, my foster mama left me and Candy in a jar when we was babies and said we was so nasty the state people didn't even want to touch us. Said I had all kind of cigarette burns on me, vomit all in the talking about we was only this big or whatever. Now I was wound up talking to my biological family. They talk about how hard they tried to fight to get us back, and when you look at 9 kids, no woman with mental issues will be able to raise 9 fucking kids realistically. Yeah, I was built up for a long time with my biological mom because of what my foster mom told me. It was hard. And like I said, I don't remember exactly what Candy had said. You can't believe her sounds like she intentionally tried to break it down. You know, my ex girlfriend Toya, she knew my foster mama longer than a lot of people. But she said that too last time I lived out here. She said it sounded like my foster mama set me and Candy up for failure. And my foster sister Joan is like a buck breaking in a whole nother form. We were treated like slaves. But when I was 3 years old, she had her oldest son Joe. He had this big ass red whip, right? If anybody supposed to be afraid of the color red, it should be me, right? This nigga used to with a whip, and I used to have whelps all over me, man. 3, 4, 5 years old, all that shit. He whipping me with a whip. Of course, I was a little curious, little bad girl. I put a hole in the goddamn water bed, type shit. Left some cake smeared on the table, type shit. Her son was no better. I tripped out how she used to encourage her son to put his hands on me. She used to be sitting there smoking a cigarette, talking about kick her ass, kick her ass. I used to be like, Mom, what does this mean? She'll be like, well, what the fuck you think, stupid? Get your dumb ass up out of my face and go look it up in the goddamn encyclopedia. I was like, damn, I just asked the question. I was a very inquisitive child. And I know that my son McKeithen, but when I was had him and he was like 3 or 4, he was always, what's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? I used to be like, well, son, that's this and that's that. That's that. Our foster mama, like Candy said, our foster mama used to whoop us and didn't even tell us what she whipped us for. I told us we got to go to our room and didn't even know what we were going to our room for. But I bet you what, me and Joni was punished in our room far more times than Candy ever was. But it didn't bother Candy when we did have to go to our room because she liked being in our room anyway. Yeah, shit, Bill Cosby went to prison in a late age. Like I said, that Navy movie with Denzel Washington in it. I broke down when I saw that movie because that was like 90% of my life. 90%. So yeah, that I'm just like, this bitch got a hell of a nerve telling the police that I wanted to be in this situation. I put myself in this situation, that situation. Even when the boys used to touch on me in the classroom, or you wanted to get touched, you put yourself in that predicament, trying to deflect that she knew that we could get taken away again. And I'm pretty sure that was the thing of if we got taken away any more times, she wasn't gonna be able to be a foster mom anymore. So I believe she had to do that for a cover up. Maybe it's a thing of three strikes you out. Like I said, we had already gotten her, took it away twice. What do you believe about yourself to be true, positive or negative? Positive. I'm very talented. Now, certain things I'm rusty on, like the drums, maybe even the piano, the clarinet for sure. Like I'm rusty on that, but I can dance. I can cook my ass off. Um, I can be very gentle and caring and understanding when somebody needs somebody to talk to. Um, I can also play the bongos and xylophones. I mentioned the clarinet, piano, and drums. I used to be pretty fluent in that shit. I used to be able to make up my own beats. I write my own music, and we can see. I was playing some of that earlier in the live. I was playing some shit I had wrote even as of this morning. I got five more songs. It'll be 800 songs since like May, maybe late. It was maybe April or May, maybe late March. Hey TR, hey B, I'm sorry. Some people just need their faces touched. I don't know if it's already happened, but the female that raised y'all got some shit coming to her. Karma passes nobody up, just evil. Yeah, I mean, right now she's got like, I think breast cancer. Hello. Breast cancer, emphysema, bowel mouth. Need somebody to wipe her ass. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I've seen pictures of her. Right, she ain't suffering enough. I had an evil thought in my head the other day. My foster mom used to be like, y'all stressing me out. Y'all gonna unalive me. Y'all gonna be the cause of my demise. And the other day I was sitting there thinking, damn, we didn't try hard enough. And she does, her eyes will, if she closes her eyes, she will have some answer to do. Hell yeah. And I was like, hell yeah. Candy can't say she been through all that. Not all that. And like I said, anything I've ever put Candy through, I came on here and apologized numerous times. Candy go telling her people I never apologize. I'm gonna tell you what's so fucked up about Candy. Candy telling all my business, all of my family business, my kids' business, all this shit online to a bunch of strangers that I didn't know, and even more so she didn't know. Telling these folks shit. And you don't think I didn't feel the type of way? Fuck all that religious shit. She need the answer for that shit now. Her hell needs to be on earth. Hell yeah. And then, like I said, she took $35,000 a piece from me and Candy. I only got to see 9,400 of that money because it was a six. Because she put it in a certificate of deposit and put her name on my bank account. I didn't know, and even she was about to get in big trouble because I was in the military when I found out. She had took the money I had in the bank from the and she took the five. Wait, it was 15,000. She um told me that I have, but she told me to let her have 5,000 because I owe her for taking care of me for all these years. And then when I was in the military, she took that money too, plus my paycheck, and then claimed me and filed me on her taxes. So I had a little mishap. My first time ever filing taxes was a mishap. And I don't know what happened with that, but they started to arrest her. They started to really get down and gritty with her. Hey, Josie, I don't remember exactly how much and Candy might lie, so ain't no point in asking her. Hey, y'all, ain't no point in even asking Candy, but she took several thousands from her too. And like I said, the okay, yeah, because the 10,000 I did have left, I had to pay a penalty. Hello, I had to pay a penalty to get the money that was left. Like I said, she had took like maybe 25,000 of my shit. What up, late blood Blaze? And she took about 25,000 of my shit total. And like I said, I had to go in there and threaten the bank because I'm like I told him that it's not my. I literally just arrived, so I got to catch up with what you got going on. Well, things have been pretty okay on this side of the woods, but now it's just Candy telling people that I'm trying to unalive her, telling people I unalive my brother. I'm like, stop telling people that. You're just making it your mission to make me look bad. Thank you. You're just trying to make me look bad. Why? Like I said, what prompted me to come on live today mainly was because um, Candy, somebody asked Candy yesterday, were you homeless? How can I help? Well, where's your family? Okay, thanks. I will. He was like, where's your family, right? And the first thing she said, well, my family is part of it. My family's trying to do this and that, especially my twin sister. Thank you. Like especially my twin sister. My twin sister trying to hurt me and do this and that to me. So I can't trust them. That's how this shit started, man. People try, oh, leave Candy alone. You're bullying her. I'm like, man, come on. That yesterday is a proof. That's how this shit started. Like I said, if I was gonna do something to her, there's a couple of times where I could have done it or let it happen. That's crazy. I don't even get credit on the good things I've done, which was a lot, or good things that I've done or tried to do. But she just didn't want me to look like a good guy. Never did. She always had to have the nicest, the bestest, the newest, the most expensivest, everything. Always had to have it, man. And sometimes I hate that I was between being touched and being behind Candy, being forced to grow up sooner than I wanted to. Candy was sitting there talking about wanting to walk, be independent and wash her own clothes. I'm like, no, bitch, I'm not ready to do all that. Candy wanted a job. We was like, what, 15, almost finna be 16. So we kind of, I started working like May that year. I was about to turn 16. So maybe about 2.5 years, I worked on my job. Candy was pissed because she was the one that wanted to work. But I lasted longer on my job than she did. Not only did they give me the job that she wanted, I didn't want to work. I still wanted to be a kid. Candy want to do this, I gotta do it too. Candy want this, I gotta want it too. I'm like, man, I'm not. I don't want to do it. I'm not ready yet. I feel like my childhood on the stick was robbed like a motherfucker. And even as far as getting married and having children, I feel like I did that shit too fast. Life was rushing ahead of me. Life was rushing ahead of where I wanted to be. I ain't gonna lie. I used to say like I want to be married when I'm like what, maybe 25. Maybe I wanted to have my first child when I was 30. That way I had 10 years to have my finances set, a house, a car, my mental. But Maker had different plans. And it's crazy. I went in the military, but it tripped me out. The real war is when I got out the military. Yes, I know somebody told me I could write a book about my life, but you won't believe how many people have told me, oh, ain't nobody gonna read that shit. So I never did. So yeah, I think I done wore myself out talking about all this shit. So I gotta regroup and maybe hop on later, but I need to regroup. All right.